Who's up next? And who's on deck? All right, let's give them a big round of applause as they come up.
The green makes it go forward, yeah. And the red makes it go backwards.
My name is Alicia Glover, and I'm a senior.
My name is Alec Jackson, I'm a junior.
My name is Donnell Brooks, and I'm a freshman.
My name is Lorenzo Belcastro, and I'm a sophomore.
Okay, so imagine one day I'm sitting in the park with my family, and my grandmother's there. Police officer walks up to her and speaks. She doesn't reply. He says something else, and she doesn't reply. And then he begins screaming at her, and she doesn't reply. So I look over, and he's yelling in her face. And I say, excuse me, she's deaf. She can't hear you. She doesn't know what you're saying at all. This is just an example that if the police officer was probably relevant in our community, would have knew that my grandmother was deaf. This is an example of why we need good relationships between officers and the people in that community, so things like this doesn't happen.
Robin Robertson's challenge was to build a bond between the youth in the community and the police. This mainly pertains to youth of color, a lot of instances with that. This is a problem because if they don't have a proper relationship, the police are supposed to help people, and if people can't seem to trust police, why would they want them to help them? Our goal is to actually build a bond between the youth in our community and the police, but not only our community, but other communities.
So what we did was we went on the internet to see like the dominant ethnicity in our neighborhood, and we found out in Chicago Vocational Career Academy at our own school that mostly it's dominantly black, which is 97.3%, and if, in our neighborhood, which is South Shore, is mostly blacks, which is 74.22%. Also, there's at least like 2,000 teens between the age of 13 and 19 in the South Shore and Calumet Heights area.
Alrighty. The solution. We decided that we should host a chess tournament. You know, chess would be a good way to connect between the youth and the police. You know, it requires a collaboration. You know, you can actually get close with the person, you can speak with them, you know, kind of get to know about them a little bit, stuff like that. Our solution would be feasible because we feel that there's easy access to police officers in the community. What else is up there? You know, we can reach out to other communities because the police in our school know other policemen, so we can reach out to other communities as well. We want to try to inspire other communities to do the same as us through our challenge.
Okay, the positive relationships we have with the police officers and our youth has been a negative effect on our community. So this is why we wanted to provide a chess tournament for the youth and the police officers so they can have like positive communication between each other so they can relate and have a bond. The people that were involved in this were our school officers, Officer Hinkle and Officer Anderson, and our CAPS leader, Sergeant Edward Ramirez, and our school administrators, Mr. Macklin, AP Harris, and other staff members.
So the positive relationship is we built them together. A couple years ago in my neighborhood, there was a police officer that came to the neighborhood to talk and play basketball with the elders and the youth. The officers took everyday thing and used it as a bond with the community as well. This shows how officers can be more proactive than reactive, building trust and respect amongst one another as people.
We believe that chess will give way for conversations between the community and youth and police officers because a lot of people are interested in chess, and it will give way for people to talk about issues that they are scared. It will give a better relationship between police and youth officers, and we think that the police officers in our school can also engage with other police officers in other schools. From talking with the sergeant, he supported our thing with the chess, and he wanted everyone to be exposed to this. We also created a social media, and our slogan is respect and serve.
Time is up. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Thank you. Okay.
3 minutes for Q&A.
So how well did you work together as a team?
Well, at first, it was a little easy because we did have the whole team, but now, as you see, there's only 4 of us out of 8. But out of these 4, we still managed to work together towards one goal. We managed to get the work done, just as a group.
Also, people took initiative to do own things. We talked to our friends, see who would be interested in chess. We talked to the officers in our school. We talked to teachers. We tried to get the word out before the event actually started so we knew who would be interested and not. He's tech savvy. He did the PowerPoint and stuff.
Just a little add note about that. We want to say that there's a lot of students that act like they don't like it. They think it's not cool and boring, but they really want to know how to play chess because there's a lot of students that come in and play it and they get interested in how they move because all they know is checkers. That's like child play. You know what I'm saying? They want to know like expertise and movements. But yeah, that's it.
That's interesting. So does that suggest that you guys are also having some type of chess classes leading up to the event to maximize the number of people that can participate?
There's not really a class, but in the library, actually, we do host our own chess tournaments between the students. So we thought, why not include the police officers, try to gain a little bond, gain a little friendship.
And a lot of people every day, they come look at the chessboard, they act like they don't want to play, they get interested, they try to play, and we also try to teach each other in between students, so I think the police officers help with maximize the effect of learning chess.
So are all 4 of you in the chess club?
I mean, it's not a club, but we do. Yeah, we in the library.
Yeah, it's like hobby. It's like basically day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
So can you talk to us about what happened to the rest of your team, and if that was like a problem, how did you overcome that?
I think in the beginning, everybody seemed interested, but the 4 people on the stage showed commitment. We worked together. We actually wanted to come up with a solution. Some of our team members just couldn't make it today because things happen. But everybody on stage showed commitment and that they wanted to do this and that we would be here through everything.
And people that's not here also show commitment too. They just run a little bit late, But we do care about them. They're here for us in spirit,
Is there any idea from the Austin presentation that you might want to incorporate in your May 4th gathering?
Well, I think to try to maximize the effort with the community would be good. We have to speak to more police officers, try to reach out to other schools and see how many people are interested in learning chess or even just watching or being involved in a conversation with police officers and trying to fix relationships and mend things in the community.
Yeah, as you did see, we did have the flyer, so we're going to try to spread the word,
Yeah, let the sergeants and stuff put them in their office, to get the word out from other schools.
Time is up. Let's give them a big round of applause.